Enterprise architecture, decision making and strategy. How can we use enterprise architecture to break out of strategy as usual? The most common error I've seen is people mistaking tactics, which are relatively short term, for strategy, which is about big picture, about the story, about a much or broader, longer term, anything from measured in years, not months, and significant number of years, often indefinitely. Strategy is about how we're enacting or reaching out towards enacting the vision. So in 5 elements, for example, we talk about why and who before how and what. We also want to close the loop with an emphasis on performance, on learning, on lessons learned and benefits realized. So the why provides the big picture. It gives us the focus on things like the vision, the thing that should never change. If we change the vision, we're no longer in the same enterprise. What we call the holomap provides a big picture of the stakeholders and the relationships in this story. An enterprise canvas provides us with a consistent way to map out how services work across the entire space at every possible level. When we look at who, we look at the importance of story, the importance of the human aspects, the human focus. And again, we look at holomap to look at the stakeholders and how they connect, not just with the vision, but with each other, identifying who the stakeholders are. It's only then that we start to look at things like the how of it. We look at change, we look at innovation, we look at life cycles, we look at risks, particularly what we call kurtosis risks, or the long tail risks, the ones where if we ignore them, we get benefit for quite a long while. But then when they enact, when they come to reality, when they eventualize, the risks, the gains that we've made from ignoring the risks are actually wiped out and much more by the costs of the risk occurring. So we'd use tools like Wardley maps, which are maps to describe transitions across a space, whether we're looking for where innovation takes place, where commodity or services, standardized services are used. We look at situational awareness with those kind of tools and also show us the choices that we have. So enterprise architecture is always about supporting the sense making. We support decision making, but generally speaking, we should not be the people who define either strategy or the decision making for strategy. We can recommend, but the choices always remain with the clients. That's a big difference we need to remember.